Hi everyone, welcome and to the ISCA Grant Fund Initiative. I am Jean Poirot, one of the directors at Valutico for the APAC region, and I am more than happy to welcome you to our introduction video presenting Valutico leading solution for business valuation experts. We hope you will enjoy this presentation and we will be able to talk further together about that. Enjoy this video and see you soon.
So today we're going to be going through a demo of the Valutico platform, which is basically designed to turn the whole company valuation process into something that can be done far more efficiently. The way we're going to be doing this is going through all the various steps relatively quickly so you can get an idea of how the platform is used. So let's start off with a quick example here and say that we have a theoretical company called Smith Machinery Incorporated. And let's say this theoretical company is based in the United States. And let's say the industry, as the name suggests, is in machinery. Now, let's also say that the last annual revenue of this company is $50 million US, and let's take a similar public company as a base of comparison, and let's keep things simple and say that we're looking at Caterpillar. Let's move on to the next step. Now, what you'll see in a moment is that the platform is going to be using this pretty basic information to already start providing us with a lot of the automatic elements involved with a company valuation. So this is going to be in terms of peers and the transactions, which you'll see in a moment. Now, the first step here is called the qualitative assessment. And basically what's happening here is that we're going through a subjective analysis of the company we're looking to value. Now, we're going to be looking through questions such as company size, positioning, market size, market share, and basically whoever's going to be doing this valuation will need to use their judgment to decide what's true of the company they're valuing. Now, basically the goal of this whole step is for us to decide on a discounted trading multiples and a cost of equity premium, which is going to be used for the rest of our valuation process. Now, let's actually move on to the next step. We're going to be looking at public company peers. And just to let you know in terms of the way these peers are compiled, this is based on an in-house similarity algorithm, which looks to find a base of suggested peers. Now, of course, you have the liberty to remove any of these peers. You can look for ones that are similar. You can, of course, search for peers here in the search bar. And you have the ability to filter through the 53,000 available peers on this platform. Now, once you're happy with the combination of peers you have here, you can then move on to the next step, which is looking at financial projections. Now, what you're going to see in the financial projection stage is actually quite interesting because it basically accommodates the various scenarios. Either you're being provided financial projections by the company you're valuing, or you work on these yourself, or you're lacking most of the information. So essentially you have the option of using either Valutico estimates or uploading your own financial projections. Now, in case you want to upload your own financial projections, which tends to be the case in the majority of situations, then you would simply click here to upload it through the importer. Once you upload your financial projections, all the numbers are available on the platform, and you can make any edits and adjustments within the platform itself. You can also have multiple scenarios by using the scenario manager, and of course, producing multiple valuation reports with each corresponding scenario. Now, let's say we went over the financial projections and we're happy to move on to the next step, which is transactions. Now, just while the transaction stage loads up, it's also important for me to mention that in this case as well, we're dealing with an in-house similarity algorithm, which is giving us a base, which we can then work off. Also, in similar fashion to the peer selection, you have the ability to remove any of these transactions. You can look for similar ones. You can look for ones with the same buyer. You can, of course, search for the transactions here in the search bar, or you can filter through the available 109,000 different transactions available on the platform, or of course you can add your own custom private company transactions. Now, let's remove a few of these just for the sake of this demo, just to get a bit of a realistic valuation in this case. And let's say we're happy with the list of transactions we have and we'd like to move on to the next step. Now, this is actually where it becomes interesting because at this stage, we're going to be seeing all the different valuation methods being automatically calculated. Now, this is important to note or to highlight that all the valuation methods are done for you. This is pretty much the initial stage where a lot of the heavy lifting is actually completed for you, since the valuation methods, which you'll see in a moment, are already calculated and ready to go. Also, what you'll notice at this stage is that you'll have the option to edit any of of the valuation methods, you're going to be able to modify the parameters, and you'll have the option to get rid of any valuation methods which you think are not relevant. So this is essentially the final draft before you move on to exporting a full-blown valuation report. And let's say we've gone through this and we've removed a few valuation methods and we've made a few adjustments here in the parameters in terms of discount rate, DCF, APV, and we're basically good to go in terms of the numbers we have here. We can then move on to the final step, which is exporting our valuation report. Now, in this stage, you actually have quite a few options, but let's say we're exporting a pitch, a presentation. So you just click this button and it starts loading and automatically producing this valuation report. I actually already downloaded a sample valuation for this case. So let's actually take a look at this. At the end of the whole process, you're being presented with a full-blown valuation report, which is completely editable, completely modifiable. You can play around with the design, with the positioning. You can enter your own logo and also change the color theme within the platform. This is an extremely dynamic approach to actually dealing with a presentation, but ultimately the majority of the work is being done for you. The heavy lifting is completed, and it's really just a matter of making a few finishing adjustments, and you already have a valuation report ready to go. So this has really been a summary of the Valutico platform. And of course, if you have any questions or if you'd like to learn a bit more about the platform, feel free to reach out and schedule a demo with us.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for spending the time with us, looking at our video. We hope you enjoyed this video and that gave you a good overview of the Valutico platform and what we can offer to valuation experts. Please feel free to contact me directly if you want to do like further tailor-made test with us, and if you want to have a deep dive in any further features. I'm available on the online booth. Feel free to contact me directly or one of our members of our team. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoy and make the most of the ISCA support fund. Thank you.